Hey everyone, welcome back to Tekkit playthrough. I Like Gold LLC with Meatius today, and today we're going to try something a little bit different, something I have not dabbled in, which is a little bit of the railcraft portion of Tekkit. And what I want to make is I want to make an elevator. I want to make an elevator over there, and we'll do, I haven't tried any of this, nothing in the test lab, so we're going to use this first go through as a test. So it may be a little bit back and forth trying to figure out how to make all this stuff, but I want to show you something. With Railcraft actually installed in Tekkit, even the standard track, everybody's made standard rail track, is different. You need to make these rails with, you can make them with iron in a rolling machine, and then you have to make this stone rail bed, and then stone rail bed requires 4 wooden ties, and to make a wooden tie you have to have this creosote oil and wooden slabs. So let's get started on some of these items now. Let's see. I need to make the creosote oil. Let's go ahead and grab. You put coal in a furnace. Let's see, this should make, yeah, there we go. Let's make some of this oil up. So we're cooking this just regular coal down in our induction furnace to make this creosote oil. All right. So we got that. Now we're gonna need some wood. We're probably gonna need, actually, we might need a fair amount of wood here. How much is that gonna yield us there? 36, 40. Let's grab some. Oops. Let's grab some more of that. Let's grab about 4 more. See, I'm not exactly sure how much of everything I need to make, so we're gonna go with this. So now we need to make a bunch of these. Let's see how many we can get out of this. This may save us here with the wood part, but this should be pretty interesting. Doing this railcraft portion of it, like you said, in everything that you think you know. What the heck? Oops, I made a pressure plate. My bad. Everything you think you know about making rails and stuff is different when it comes to this. All right, so we need to make these guys. So we need to have 3 of these and the creosote oil, right? So we'll go ahead and put this up here, and we'll put a bunch of these in here. We'll make a bunch. What I thought was going to be a bunch. I only made 32. Wow. I already ran out of my oil. Holy cow. Alright, well, let's make some more, because I know where I want to go. I want to do it from the ground level up to that first machine room. So I don't know quite how many blocks that is, but let's go ahead and knock out a little bit more of this. The induction furnace is pretty fast here, so that makes that up pretty quick. We're going to need more wood. See, how many does that make? Each one of those makes 1. Huh, okay. Alright, so that's 36, and then you need to do this to make the stone rail bed. And then what was the, oh, we need to make some of the rails. So let's grab this. To make the rails, this is a rolling machine here, okay? So this is not one of the standard machines. So up and down each side you got standard rail here. And there's 64. Let's go with this. Let's make a bunch of these. Oops. And that's not enough. Put that there for now. We may have to come back and make some more of this stuff. But for now, we're going to get started. And that was in the center, and then these were on each side, right? I believe. If I can do this without double checking. Okay, there we go. 16 tracks. Oh, that should be plenty. 32 tracks should be more than enough, actually. And I want to keep these rails because I think I need them in the next portion. Now what we want to, oops. Now what we want to make real quick here, and I'm going to try not to stay in the crafting table the whole time of this video. So we want to make this powered track. So what we need is advanced rails. We need some of the stone rail beds, redstone, advanced rails. Okay, so here we go. In the rolling machine, we need gold, redstone, and standard rails. So let's go over to the rolling machine real quick. We're not going to need that many of these things, so let's make, actually we may only need 2. We may only need 2. So it was that, and then gold. Hopefully that stuff stays in there. You know, I'm used to working with that. Here's some gold. I'm used to working with that other machine to where everything stays. So yes, it's good. It stays. We're trying to make these advanced rails here. Okay, so we have 16 of those bad boys. And we need 6 per. All right, so we should be good with that. Let's go back into here. Click on this and click on that. So put some of these in the middle. Put 2 of these guys there. Now this is the advanced rail we're dealing with. You can see what they do is they create. Oh, we got plenty. We got plenty. 16 of these bad boys. So it's like to make the raw goods, it takes a lot, but then it multiplies it out, so you end up with a lot. Okay, so that's the powered rail there. We got some stuff left over. Okay, now we need to make the elevator track, and the elevator track is going to require some more redstone, and I think just iron ingots. Let's see. Let's go type in elevator. No? No? EL. No? What the heck? I know it's here. I've seen it. Alright, maybe we can try and make it without looking at the recipe. Sometimes, let's see, I think it was an H pattern. Is that's regular iron. An H pattern and this? Yes, there we go. Okay. That gives us 8. Alright, so let's make a couple more of these. So an H pattern with the iron ingots and some redstone. That's going to give us 24. I think we need a couple more. I'll just make a couple more here real quick. Oops, I didn't make the center one there. Alright. So a couple more elevator tracks. Okay, so we've got regular track, we've got powered track, we've got mine carts. That's good. Now let's see. Let's go over what do I have in the way of cool blocks that I can use. Oh, diamond. Maybe I'll do that. And it's kind of funny, you know, using diamond, but you know, the machines that we have, those mass duplicators that we're using, it's pretty funny that we just kind of use diamond up now. Let's see, I need 3 buttons. Should be good with the buttons. We use diamond like it's whatever, dirt, because it's kind of in abundance. Using it for the EMC value, of course, but now you can use diamond as fancy little blocks from things that you definitely normally wouldn't use diamond blocks for. It takes a bit away from the game, to be honest with you guys, but hey, you know, we're trying to show you everything. All right, so let's start laying this out here. We need to start with, I want to start with a powered rail. I'm going to try something like a traditional track here. So let's start with, even though I don't need to do this, I'm going to do that. We'll put down this guy and we're going to go like that, I believe. Yeah. Normally I would stack two of these on top like this. Then we'll put a button on that bad boy and that. Yep, that powers that track right there. Okay. So we're good with that. And then let's put a card on there like that. Okay, work with me, guys. This is new. This is all new for me. So now we're going to place, let's go with the flying ring and our Klein star, which were definitely helpful in situations like this. So we're laying the elevator track down now. Let's go up to here, and that's enough elevator track. Go with regular track again. Now where's that at? Right, we're gonna go right here, right here. I'm gonna have to bust this out. I'm gonna bust this out for now. We're gonna redo all this anyway, so just going to get rid of that. We'll put down a power track, and then we need a couple more of our diamond blocks. I know it seems wasteful, but oh well, it looks cool. Alright, we're done with this. We need the buttons. Okay, so we'll put down 2 blocks, and we'll put another button right there, and that'll be our top of our elevator, I believe. Alright. Now, we need to be able to power the track. How are we going to do this? Alright, I need another something. What have we got? Pink wool, blue wool. Blue wool will work. I think we'll use 1 blue wool. For now, I'm just going to put, this will be kind of crude as far as the wiring goes. It'll be a little bit crude, but that's okay. We're going to make a 3-way switch. You guys know how, like, in your hallway, like of your house or your apartment or whatever, you at one end of the hallway you have a switch that will turn the light on, but then you can turn it off at the other end of the hallway and vice versa. I think we can make a 3-way switch here. And, you know, eventually I'll probably do some kind of wireless thing, but for now, we're going to do a 3-way switch. It needs to be on this side here. So I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run it like this. I know, like I said, this is very crude looking, but again, this is kind of a, we're gonna need 2 of these bad boys. This is kind of a test, right? So there's that. Now we need to go up this wall. I don't want to join it down here. It actually, I believe the elevator track works from the top. It'll power downward from there. Okay, and we're going to go up to that bad boy. We're going to need a little bit more of that. Oops, sorry. All right. There's my Philosopher's Stone, and I need to go into a bag. I need some red alloy ingots. Let's go into our Philosopher's Stone. And we'll make some more wire here real quick. 12. That should be enough. 24. More than enough. Alright. Put our that Philosopher's Stone is really nice when it comes to stuff like that. Alright, so now we've got this switch here. We got a switch down there. And then we're going to put... We need a... Alright, so let's take a look here. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys, but on, you know, obviously over here is all the recipe items you can click on. But also, if you click on the item subsets, it shows you blocks, it shows you the IC2 stuff, items, the red power. Red power is what we're looking for. There's the bluetricity, the stuff. We're going to do some of that stuff in the future. But if we go down here to logic... And I think basics. Okay, so here's where it's showing all your different gates, your timers, your sequencers. I think we want an XOR gate, I believe. I think an XOR gate will work for us. So if we type in XOR, there's the gate. All right, so we have anodes, we have stone wire, we have cathodes. Alright, we should be able to make one of these things up. Okay, except the only problem is I won't... You know what, I'm going to go back to the project table real quick for this. I have to go down one more. Is there anything else I need from the project table? I don't think so. I'm going to just make this over here because it'll be easier. Because they kind of mixed up the anodes and the cathodes around there and the regular stone wiring. So we'll just do it over here. Alright, so inside my goodie bag, we have got anodes, we've got stone wire, we've got cathodes. I think that's all we needed for this. It looks like it. Alright, let's go into the project table, take this out, and let's click on this bad boy. See if I can actually see it. So these are the anodes. We need one there, and one there. Stone wire, 3 of those guys, and then the cathodes should be right here. All right, and I hope this is going to work, an XOR gate. Now, for any of you out there that may be a aspiring electrician type people, or if you know anything about automation, logic control, things like that. These AND, NAND, XORs, all these kind of gates, these are real life functioning gates for automation control systems. So it's pretty cool to use them. Now, trying to, oh, that's not where I wanted to do that at. I want to go up to the very top one. Where did that go? Hello, Mr. Wire. Where did that thing fall to? Did it go in my inventory? Oh yeah, it did. Durr! Alright, go back up here. So I think it's pretty cool when they do stuff like that. It's real life stuff. Like if you were in an industry that does that kind of stuff, this is stuff that you would actually use. Alright, now let's get our screwdriver out and hope that we can make a simple three-way switch. Again, this will end up changing later on, but for now, I think it'll work for our crude test thing here. All right, so if this is pointed that way, we turn one on, we turn this on. So from down here, right now, we're going to just simulate that it's on. This needs to be powered to go up, and then it needs to be, I believe it has to be power off to go down. So if they're both on, that should be not true. If one input is on, then it should be true. And that terminology, true and not true, true meaning the output of the function logic is on. That's meaning that it's true or false. It's kind of industry lingo. You know, I always joke about industry terms, but that is an industry term where an output is true or it's false. It's a 0 or it's a 1. It's on or it's off. So I don't know. That stuff's kind of, some of you may find that interesting. It's definitely interesting to me because I use it in real life. So, all right. So the way this three-way switch is working currently. All right. If you're at the bottom, right? And you want to go up. You want this to be powered, so you see that this is on. And I don't even know if this is going to work yet. I'm just kind of talking here. I hope that it is. So a three-way switch, like I said, just like your hallway. So this would be on. Now, when you go up to the top, you're going to go right here. Oops, sorry. You're going to go right here, and then to go down, you're going to want to flip this switch, which turns it off. All right, that works. Now, if you're back at the bottom again, you flip this switch off, it makes it true again. So that right there with that XOR gate and two different inputs acts as a three-way switch, just like your hallway at home. Just like your hallway. So it doesn't matter now. Now this is off, but you can see the rail is actually lit up. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I think we should try this thing. Let's turn that off. Now both switches are basically in the off position. Let's turn this bad boy on, and let's try this thing. Is it going to work? Oh, yeah! Oh, yes! Okay, so it worked to the top. Now we should have just, that right there should have made that output false. Oh, my goodness. It works! It works! All right, we flipped the three-way switch. We're back on. Up the elevator, back to here, flip the three-way switch off, hit the switch, back down. Oh my goodness, thing is awesome. I need to hit an F5 mode on this one. Look at this. Whee! Okay, so flip the switch. F5 mode, back down, elevator time. Oh yeah. Now that is what I am talking about, my friends. We have now just created an elevator, okay? So now keep in mind what we can do with something like this, right? We can enclose this, all right? This is I honest to God, I've never built one of these before. I never did. It probably came through in the video too, because I'm like, Arr! Oh, the other thing is this acts as a ladder as well. Look. The elevator stuff acts as a rail. I'm literally climbing. I can hold shift and pause on it, but you can see it's a rail if I walk off it, or a ladder. So that's pretty cool too. You can do away with this, and you can just walk up and down that if you want to. But imagine what we can do in here now. We can make an elevator shaft going up. We minimize how much space we need here, right? We can probably do away with, say, one more. So it'd be, you know, the block walls 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we could have the button on the side. So we could probably minimize this to like a 4x4 area, and then we use automatic doors that open up. We go inside. We get in our elevator cart. I messed up. We get in our elevator cart, and we go up the elevator. And then when you're at the top, we probably have an indicator light. On meaning up, off meaning down. So because you won't be able to actually see the lighting from inside here, we'll just have indicators showing you that the three-way switch is in a certain position. Oh man, that's going to be awesome. Now we're going to have an elevator for our building. Every big building like this has an elevator in it, right? Man, I think that's awesome. I love it when things like that work out. That worked out so good. What do you guys think of the first ever I Love Gold LLC elevator system? Nice. I like it a lot. Well, that was cool, man. I really like it when things work out, and the three-way switch worked out. Hopefully you guys can relate to that. Like I said, you know, your hallway, long hallway with a switch at each end. That's exactly what I just made there. A three-way switch with a short power rail throwing you up the elevator track at the top and then back down. That thing's going to be awesome. Enclose it in a 4x4 elevator shaft. You won't be able to see what it is from the outside. Have automatic doors that open up. Go in there. We'll look at some more stuff in the railcraft. I'll show you real quick while we're here. Let's see. I think, can I just scroll down to it? There's a bunch of different things, tracks, and I haven't even looked at most of them, what they are. Let's just type in rail. Oh, R. Why did it popped up for a second? Rail. It looked like I had seen all. There's a bunch of them. I swear it looks like there's 10 different tracks, all kinds of stuff. Oh, there we go. Look at all these things. So these are all part here. Oh, there's the elevator track right there. Elevator track, right? Decoupler, coupler, train holding track, train boarding track, wooden booster, junctions, switch. What is that? High-speed track, probably? High-speed booster? Oh my gosh, could we make like a high-speed minecart track? Oh, that's what we'll do. We'll go on, because I still want to, one of the things I want to make is an oil refinery, but the oil that I found around here, there's not very much of it. So maybe we'll go on a bit of an adventure, find a big patch of oil, and then we'll make a high-speed rail going to it so we go check on our refinery. Man, that sounds like fun to me. I don't know about you guys. Anyway, don't forget and rate, comment, support this series. Got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm trying to organize, you know, between the Tekkit, the Meaty Craft, the Black Ops 2 zombies that are going to be coming out here next week. So, going to be some good stuff. I'm not going to, you know, spam you guys with too many videos. You know, we've been averaging like 3 videos a day. So, I want to get this organized and bring you guys the best videos and entertaining stuff. This stuff I love. I love doing this stuff, especially when it actually works. Go figure. So, please support the series with a little rating. Drop a thumbs up. Excuse me. And a comment telling me that you are a true meathead, because I know you guys, meatheads around the world, we will take over the world one day. I'm telling you guys, we will take. You'll see billboards everywhere that says "Meatheads Unite." You know, it's like if the zombie apocalypse comes out, all the meatheads are going to meet up, and we're going to have our own Walking Dead series where we're just gonna mow through the fields everywhere we go, and we're gonna survive because we're meatheads. All right, I'm done with my rant. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode of Tekkit. I Like Gold. Later.